Okay, I've pulled out pretty much any and everything that I wanted to try to style this bookcase with. I'm not gonna use all of this, obviously, but just enough to make it stylish and aesthetically pleasing and pretty to my eyes. So let's get going and see what we come up with. So the second art piece in the room is going to be this polish wall. And so now that I have this bookshelf all classy and gorgeous, it's time to put the polish back where it belongs. But I'm torn right now because I don't know if I want to do what I did the first time when I was in the other room in there. And I think I did it in here when I first made my my own polish shelves before my dad made these. I arranged them by color, like rainbow color. And then after my dad built these shelves, I changed it to by brand and then by color. Well, now I don't know what I want to do. I kind of like having brands all together, but then my color palette gets lost. Like I'm looking for a specific color in a specific brand, but I can't find it because maybe it's hidden by something else. Maybe because the previous shelves, you could only put one polish and these are double, so polishes kind of hide behind each other. Either way, they're going up on this freaking wall. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it today, but I'm gonna get it done. So you can kind of tell with the labels that I arranged them by brand a little bit when I put them in these bins a couple of months ago. And I've just been all verklempt since then. I haven't been able to polish my nails the way I like to. I've been polishing them, but I've just been picking stuff right off the top of the bins. But I'm ready to get these on the wall so I can start painting my nails on a more regular basis again. So I kind of liked the OPI being on the bottom two shelves like they were before, because that's the brand I have the most polish of. So I think I will start there and then work my way up. I think the next most popular brand I have is Sinful Colors, then SC, and we'll go from there. But I'm either gonna do this evening or tomorrow evening, but either way, I'm gonna get footage of the whole thing. So stay tuned. what, y'all, I think I'm gonna stop there. It's pretty color coded. It's not really rudgy Behr, but it's still color coded to me. And that is all of my OPIs. And it took up 3 freaking shelves. And remember, I added 2 new shelves to this. I feel like I'm gonna run out of room because I still have 3 bins on the floor. And then I'm starting on this next bin right here that I've separated by brand. And once I put these up there, I don't think I'll really separate these by color, but they will at least be up by brand. But I still have all of these and then these 3 bins on the floor. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves left. I didn't want to fill it all the way up. I wanted to leave some room because I have some collections that I have purchased and plan on purchasing in the future, and I don't want to run out of room. So does that mean I need to just slow down on buying nail polish? Because technically I haven't bought nail polish except for like a bottle here and there. I haven't bought nail polish in like 2 years. And I just like having space in between the collections, in between the brands, you know, and I don't think I'm going to have that. Oh my gosh, I purchased the Barbie collection, and then I'm getting ready to purchase the OPI fall collection. I think I may end up having to add a couple of more shelves because my polish collection cannot just stop because I run out of shelf room, which is why I left all the space under here empty. Just in case I needed to add a couple of more shelves, I left this open, and then I can always add 1 more up there. I actually can just take it to the ceiling, but I thought I was doing really good by adding 2 more shelves. But if I need to add more, I will. But for tonight, I'm going to stop because it's like 10:30 at night. I haven't even had dinner. So at least I got the OPIs up there. I've started on the MJ lacquer. And then these are all drugstore brands. This is all Sally Hansen, I think. And then I have Essie, Zoya, all my indies, China Glaze, everything else down there on the floor. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here and we'll pick this up tomorrow. Okay, so at this point, I'm kind of worried because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 full shelves left. Even though I can double up on the shelves, I have 4 full ones and then about half of another one. And I still have 3 bins. And these bins have mainstream polishes in them. This one is all indies. These are mainstream, like China Glaze, Orly, Zoya, Essie, and then a couple of more like stragglers in there. But I'm kind of worried that I need to add another shelf, but I'm gonna keep going. So next, I think I'm gonna put my Essie, China Glaze, and Zoya up because I definitely need to have room for them. And if I end up not having room up on the shelves like I thought, then I can figure something else out with all of my top coats and base coats. Maybe I can take those down and figure out another spot for those. But I didn't realize I had so many top coats and base coats, but I knew I wanted to put every single nail polish I had up on these shelves and nothing in a drawer or a bin or put away. I wanted all the nail polish out. So what I'm gonna do now is put away one more bin. I'm gonna empty one more bin, and then I'm gonna move on with the rest of my day and come back to the last two bins this evening. All right, y'all, let's get to it. All right, so here is my tiny little China Glaze collection. What I decided to do with these is put whole collections to themselves. Like this is the whole Sesame Street collection. This is the Grinch, one of my favorites. And then these are all just random China Glaze. And I feel this. I remember and I understand why my China Glaze polishes are so small compared to other brands, because I used to not like China Glaze. And when you don't like something, you don't buy it, right? And with Zoya, I don't have many Zoyas either, but that's just because they weren't as accessible when I started buying nail polish. Like with Zoya, you had to get them online where I live, and I didn't want to do that. Most times when I bought polish, I wanted to buy something that I could buy right then. So even though I really love Zoya, in the beginning of my collection, I didn't buy a lot because I couldn't go into a store and buy them that much. But yeah, I've already put the Orly up there. Orly is right there. I've already put Orly there. I'm gonna put China Glaze next to it and then Zoya on the end. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we're gonna move on to what else I'm gonna do today, because I don't wanna spend the whole day putting polish up here, but like, I need to finish. But I wanna do some other things, so let's get these up there really quickly. Y'all, I think I'm happy with the placement of all the polish. I kind of spread it out a little bit. I think I'm really happy with this. Let me see if I can kind of zoom out a little bit, show you a little better. All right, yeah, there we go. So all of OPI is at the bottom, and then right above OPI, I have a lot of drugstore like Sally Hansen and Wet n Wild. And then right above that, let's see if I can do this a little better. So here along the bottom is all OPI, right? 2 rows of OPI on 3 shelves, my goodness. And then the next row up, I have a couple of indie brands mixed in with some drugstore. So I have MJ Lacquer. Oh my gosh, MJ Lacquer has so many beautiful polishes, y'all. You should check her out. Then all mixed up, and then here's a couple of drugstore, some H&M, a bunch of Sally Beauty, more drugstore. Julie G I used to get from Rite Aid. She has some really pretty polishes. And then here is most of my like designer brands like Chanel, Marc Jacobs, Deborah Lemon, that kind of stuff. Those are there. And then Ruby Kisses is more of like a hair store brand to me. And then LA Colors, and then Cert Colors and 90 in there. And then more hair store brand, Clean Color, Color Club, Revlon, Julep. Remember Julep? That it was like a subscription box, these little skinny ones right here. I never got rid of any of them. I kept every single one. So that's all of those. And then right here is all of my top coats, base coats, stuff like that. And then this whole lane through here is all Sally Hansen, and then Wet n Wild. On the end, I have Believe Beauty, my Miss Marian's. These are some of the first polishes I've ever worn in life, that brand. Then Salon Perfect is, where do you get those? Walmart? I think they come from Walmart. And then above that is Zoya, my China Glaze Minis. then all of my China glaze, and then Orly on the end. Right above Orly, I have Essie, all Essie. And then Morgan Taylor, Cupcake, ILNP, some of my Smith & Colt, People of Color. These are some beautiful polishes. I did a review video on those. I'll link it for you so you can check that out. It was a couple of years ago. And then Bluebird Lacquer. Bluebird Lacquer is fabulous. If you haven't heard of Bluebird Lacquer, most of you that follow me are nail polish lovers, so I know you know who Bluebird Lacquer is. Lou has some beautiful polishes. And then above hers is all Sinful Colors, and I kind of arranged those by collections as well. So these are all the Naughty Nudes. Did I do a video on the Naughty Nudes? I think I did. And then behind those is all Candy Johnson. There's some more Candy Johnson right here. And then the Kylie polishes. And then this is the ones that were like food scented, like Cheetos, donuts, pizza, Taco Tuesday, those. I did a video on those as well. Some of those really stunk, y'all. They were just bleh, but the finishes are kind of cool. And then on the top two shelves, well, the remaining polishes are all the rest of my indies. KB Shimmer, Wildflower, Lin-B, a bunch of various ones that I've picked up from like PPU, Polish Pickup. And then I kind of spread them out by brand. Let me see if I can hold it up there. Kind of spread them out by brand. Let me start over, you can kind of see. So these are a lot of the polishes here that I might just have one of that brand because I picked it up from PPU. And then down here, I've kind of grouped them based on brand a little bit more. So there's some Cuticula up there. What else is up there? Cadillacquer, Rogue Lacquer, Polish for Days, Colordes de Caro, Glam Polish, Starly, Different Dimensions, Ethereal. This Ethereal are some really beautiful polishes. The name of this brand just makes you want to buy them because you know they're going to be beautiful. But I don't think I mentioned down here, I have one Christian Louboutin polish, and of course it's too tall to fit anywhere else, so I put her right on top. And then these two are just polishes that I hardly ever use, but I also never took them out of the box. You probably recognize the Man with the Golden Gun. I don't think you can even get that one anymore. But the Gwen Stefani OPI went over and over again. It's red, it's such a beautiful red, and I hardly ever use it. But OPI is kind of the GOAT when it comes to doing reds anyway. Which is why I have so many of them. But yeah, y'all, I think I'm kind of happy. No, not kind of happy. I think I'm really happy with the placement of all these polishes. And I was really worried that I wasn't gonna have room, but I still kind of have a little bit of room. But if I continue to buy polishes, then I'll have to add more shelves, which is fine. I could probably add one more at the bottom down here, and possibly one more at the top. But I don't foresee me ever stopping buying polish. So I don't know, maybe eventually I'll have to like curve the shelves around the corner here. Who knows? I don't know, y'all. I just know I don't want, remember how I used to have that shelf under here that housed a lot of my nail polish things? I don't want that anymore. I like this area being open. The only time I might put something there is maybe during the holidays, but I like it being open under there. You know, maybe one day I might even think about putting like seating there, like a bench or something for when I have company. But for now, I like it open. It's just me. It's just my room. And I'm liking how it's looking. Okay, so now the agenda of the day is to find some really aesthetic decor pieces for my desk. So I just made this really quickly out of a vase and some stems that I had from Target that I never used, and just kind of put it on the corner. It probably won't always live there. I'm pretty sure this corner will change with the seasons, but I want some sort of floral or plant on the desk somewhere at some point at all times. And then remember when I had the, well, you probably don't remember, but previously on my desk, I had a diptyque candle that I'd used up and I put all my pretty pins in it. Well, I decided to switch all of that, and these things came from Target, like the bathroom section. These are like the toothbrush holder type things, and this is just one of the bases from that same section. They didn't come together. I had this already, and then I bought these the other day. They're like $8 a piece, and they come with lids. I just took the lids off, and I put all my aesthetically pretty pins in one and then my markers in the other. And it may not stay right there, but I like this better. It just gives it a different look than what I had before. I want it to look and feel completely different in this room. So with the desk, I bought a, where is it? I bought a desk mat. Hold please. Okay, boom. I bought a desk mat because I felt like it was just necessary. You know what I mean? So I bought this beigey, bony color. I don't know what it was called, taupe, whatever. I got it off Amazon. I'll link it below. I think the size is 17 by 36. And I really love this thing. I don't know why I never had one. You know, I was just putting slices all in there. I was just making a mess of my desk when I could have just bought one of these for like $16 and made a mess of it. And then when it got bad, just bought a new one of these. I say all that to say I have a desk mat now, and I'm also working on my computers. So let me show you what I'm doing with my computers. So with my laptop, I took that clear one off. What I had on there was a clear case, and I cut the apple out with my Cricut, and it was rose gold. So what I've done now is bought a matte black case off Amazon and cut a gold apple out with my Cricut. And I just cut the gold to match the gold on the legs of my desk and on the edges of this, what is this thing? Bookshelf. So there's that. This case was probably $15. And then honestly, I really didn't have to cut this apple. I already had some cut, and I just peeled one off and stuck it on there. So I just created my own custom case. So there's that. All right, so with my desktop, I'm covering it completely in vinyl as well, but obviously I'm not done because the base isn't covered yet, but I'm making it be completely black as well. Let me get the trackpad and the keyboard so you can see what I mean. All right, so you can see where I'm going with this. Once I cover this in the matte black vinyl, it will look a lot better, but I covered the trackpad completely in matte black vinyl, and then on the keyboard, I covered it as well, but this is just the skin I got off Amazon. So this is how the keyboard looks covered completely in black, but the keys are still white. So what I did was go on Amazon and bought this. I think it was like $6. And it just kind of lays over the top. And it gives me that look that I'm going for without having to cut individual pieces to go over each one of these, because I wanted the keys to be covered, but I still wanted to be able to see the letters and, you know, all of the things. I didn't want it to just be, you know, if I covered it, it'd just be a solid black square. I still wanted to see what I needed to see. So picture in your mind all of this being completely black. And then I have my MacBook, it's black. And then this that I made, I also bought this candle. I love the smell of this. I love cigars, so that's probably why I love the smell of this candle. Oh, it smells so nice. So I wanted to put it in here somewhere. I just know in this little bubble of mine, I want to put a candle somewhere. So yeah, what I'm gonna do right now is get dressed, and go out and do a little bit of shopping. The other thing I wanted to do is paint my trash can. So what do y'all think? Do you think I should paint it like a really high gloss white or matte black? Like all of the desk stuff is white. So I just figured that's where the trash can is gonna live. Maybe it should just be white. So I'm gonna buy a can. I know I have a can, but I don't think it's enough paint in it. So the plan is to buy a can of really high gloss white and a can of matte black because I haven't decided which color I want to paint the trash can. But I'm thinking it's going to end up being a really high gloss white. And then I decided to move this cube thing over here in the corner because I felt like I needed a little bit more of an extension over here, like make an L shape out of my desk. So I brought this thing in. I didn't buy it. I already had it. What was on this in the room previously? I think my perfumes sat on this thing, and then my Kendra Scott jewelry box sat up here. I think that's what was on here. I need another one of these. So I'll probably just buy 2 black ones and use this one in the closet because I want to be able to store some of my planner supplies and stationery right here. That way it's right here in the bubble with me. The other day, or the last time I went in Home Goods, they had this cute little like linen covered drawer system. Like I could put stickers and stuff in, but I think it was a little wider than this. I'm gonna have to measure this and then take my cute little tape measure in Home Goods with me to see if that thing will fit right here, because it was like $29, and if it's not gonna fit, there's no point in buying it. But it was black with gold knobs, and I just thought that would be really cute in there. So if it doesn't fit, then fine, I'll figure out something else. But I'm definitely gonna buy another black little insert and take that gray one out of there. And then there's also the matter of still trying to manage these cords. It just gives me anxiety just looking over here, which is why I haven't done it yet. The shelf is up. My brother came and hung the shelf. I just have to unplug everything and situate this. It's not in my ministry to do it right now, y'all. So it's just got to sit like that until I can get my mind right and wrap my brain around getting it done right, because I want to do it right so that I can do it one time. And then when I finally get it done, figure out what I'm going to put right here, like another faux plant that sits on the floor and a little stool next to it. I have no idea. So that's just going to have to wait. However, what I did do was fix that. Remember the extension cord that was coming out of there was brown? I found a white one and I unplugged that one, and that looks so much better to me than that piece of brown cord sticking out. It just looks so much better. So back up just to show y'all what's going on here. So you kind of get the feel of what I'm going for. You know what I mean? I don't want a whole lot on the desk. And I feel like even now, there's a whole lot going on, but there's really not. Oh, I did want to put a coaster out for when I have a coffee or a drink in here. So let me get a coaster. How fitting is this, y'all? Is that not just the cutest thing? And I actually made it myself. So having some of my own items out on my desk makes me very happy. So I got a coaster. It's cute. It matches the aesthetic. I'm probably gonna find something for that candle to sit on, either over there or somewhere in this area. The plan, y'all, was I wanted to be able to put a lamp in here. You know those adjustable like elbow arm lamps that you can like, that kind of goes like that and it's really thin and skinny and you can adjust it and bend it. I wanted one of those to go right here on this edge. But now that I'm in the space, I don't know if I want one like that. I've looked at a couple on Amazon. I've seen a couple in Home Goods. I also saw 1 or 2 in Target, but I'm not sure if they're what I want. And I think what steered me away from it is I saw this one on West Elm that I really, really love. And it just kind of sits here. It's shaped like a mushroom kind of, and it's just frosted glass, and it just kind of sits on the end, and it's just pretty. So I think that's what I'm going towards, something frosted or stone, or, you know, not something so matchy with the gold and the black. At least that's what's in my mind. I feel like I'm putting too much black and gold emphasis on the room. We'll see what we find. We're gonna go in the store today and we'll see what we find. So this little pin situation, I love it, but it may not live right here. It may end up moving over there, or once I get the printer and that end down there situated, it may move down there in case I find a lamp. I feel like I'm starting to ramble now, so I'm just gonna go get dressed and we're just gonna go do some shopping.
When you supposed to, cause it keeps me on my toes. It kinda makes me want you more. I get a kick from going out when you don't want me to, knowing you're at home all mad. I know I shouldn't feel like that. I do it, you do it, we do it all the time, pushing the buttons until we both lose our mind. Why can't we let ourselves play it safe just for a while? Cause baby, I know it, you know it, we know it deep inside. We too addicted to friction to change our mind. We so in love, but babe, it's not enough to survive. Cause it sure ain't love, love, love that makes us do all the stupid shit that we do. All of the stupid shit that we do.
Okay, y'all, I'm batting a 0 when it comes to finding a lamp for this room. I just don't know. Maybe I don't need one. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong stores. Maybe that's what I'm doing. So the little mushroom lamp that I just saw in Home Goods, it was only 20 bucks, and it was kind of a dupe for the West Elm one. It was a little bit smaller, but it was still really cute. Well, before I spent the $20 on it, I wanted to see what it looked like. So I took it over in the lamp section and plugged it in. First of all, it only had a USB port, not a traditional plug, so I would have to plug it into something else. That's strike one. Second of all, it was rainbow colors. There was no warm, soft light. It was all blues and greens and reds and pinks and purples, and really, really dim and low at that. So strike two. No need for a strike three. I put it back. It had the look but not the right light, so I put it back. And then some of the others that I showed y'all in Home Goods, and the few that I've probably already put in here that I saw in Hobby Lobby a few minutes ago, were really cute. First of all, the Hobby Lobby ones were 50% off, but even at 50% off, they're still the same price as the ones here in Home Goods. Like the one that I really liked in Hobby Lobby was $79. Bro, that's a deal for somebody that don't know that they're not getting a deal. I mean, it was cute and all, but I think the problem is I'm looking for a deal when I should just be looking for what I really want. And what I really want is something, like I said earlier, something with frosted glass or stone, something really modern looking, low profile. I'll show you the two lamps that originally inspired me. The first one was black and gold. I still really like it, but I feel like I'm putting too much black and gold in the room. But I still have that one on my radar just in case I can't find anything else. And the West Elm one is all frosted glass, and it comes in 2 or 3 different sizes and 2 or 3 different frosted glass colors. But I only like the whitish cream color one. But I remember seeing in Target, there was this lamp in the office section. It was like a little desk lamp, and it was like a little orb or globe. So I'm gonna head back to Target right now and see if they have any of those and try that out. And the good thing about that is it's Target, and if I don't like it, I can just return it. And I'm also getting kind of hungry. It's almost 2 o'clock and I haven't had lunch yet. All I had was my morning coffee and that matcha drink that y'all saw me get from Starbucks. So I'm really kind of hungry. But the ramen place that I want to go to is right up the street, and Target is back that way. But I really want to go to Target really quick and check on that. And then if I end up not having lunch and just wait on dinner time, that's fine with me. So yeah, we're just gonna go to Target really quick and check on that lamp. And if I end up not liking it, I'll just order the one from West Elm. Or maybe I'll actually drive to a West Elm store. Since this is all glass, I'm scared that it'll come broken. I don't know. I'm making this way more difficult than it needs to be, y'all. Let's just go to Target. This is the lamp I'm talking about, y'all, but I didn't realize it was $37. Like, really? It's still so very cute. So I'm gonna put it in my buggy. See what happens. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. There goes nothing.
That makes us do all the stupid shit that we do. All of the stupid shit that we do. Why do we do the things we do? Yeah, you claim you don't mind it if I'm dancing with a stranger. So I do it to get on your nerves. Cause I know that you really hurt. So tell me, is it love, 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 love when you're provoking jealousy? Like you're always testing me. Tell me what that is, tell me what to fix. Cause baby, I do it, you do it, we do it all the time. Pushing the buttons until we both lose our mind. Why can't we let ourselves play it safe just for a while? Just for a while. Cause baby, I know it, you know it, we know it. Deep inside, we need help with these bad habits and foolish pride. We so in love, but babe, it's not enough to survive. Cause it sure ain't love, love, love that makes us do all the stupid shit that we do. All of the stupid shit that we do. No, it ain't love, love that makes us do all the stupid shit that we do. All of every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door, I start to jump to the conclusion you don't love me no more. Babe, give me something to work with, can you just reassure? As strength, but it self-sabotage my love, self-sabotage my love, cause of my own
Hey y'all, it's the next day. So let me show you what I've done so far today, because it's really late in the day, but I want to show you what I've done so far. First of all, just let me tell you, I kind of managed the wires a little bit up under the TV in here. It's still, there's not much I can do to it because our security cameras are hooked to that TV, and that has a lot of wiring that goes to it. But I have a plan for how to kind of mask that a little bit. But I'll show you that, and I'll show you what the lamp looks like that I got from Target. I'll show you what that looks like in this space. And yeah, then we'll go from there. So hang on. Okay, so normally I try to wait until the air auto clicks off before I start talking, but it's hot outside, so it's probably not gonna go off anytime soon. But I wanted to talk about the cases that I use on my phone because I got a new case today. So I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, the biggest 13. And I normally try to use really neutral colored cases. And these are the ones that I've been switching back and forth from. This was the most recent one. This is the one that I just took off. And it was from Amazon. I think it was $8 or $9. So many people love this thing. And I like for all my cases to be MagSafe, because the little thing that I put it on in my car is a MagSafe thing. So I like for all my cases to be MagSafe. I think this is the only one that wasn't. So I didn't use it very much. But I still, when I bought this one, I still wanted a burgundy one. So I bought this one. And you can see the little rhinestone thingy was stuck in here. But see the little ring in there? This one was actually an Apple one. And it's ridiculous how much cases cost from Apple, but I think this one was like 50 bucks. And I took one of my doll stickers from my planner and stuck it to the back of here, and it's just been there ever since. I think one of my nieces asked me to do it, so I did it, and I just never took it off. But yeah, I like for all of my cases to be MagSafe. I don't believe this one was. I think the listing said it was, but it actually wasn't. But it's really, really soft silicone, and I like the color of it. But with all of these, well, with most of my cases, I always use this little like camera cover. It's rose gold, it's rhinestoney. You know, you just kind of put it over the cases kind of in there like that. But I haven't used it in a while because I've been using this one. However, I wanted something really neutral, so I ordered this one off of Amazon, and this is so very cute. It's so soft. It's silicone, of course, and I'll link it down below. It came off Amazon too. I think it was $11 or $12, but I like the aesthetic of it. I like that it's one solid color. It's just really nice. So I'm gonna put this one on my phone so you can see how it looks, and then I'll put this one on there so you can see how this one looks, because this is the one I just took off. I've had this one on for a couple of months, and it's really slippery, which is the reason why I wanted something new. I didn't want to put one of these back on, but this one is really slippery, and I've been so scared I was gonna drop my phone. But let me put it on my phone so you can see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. When I ordered it, I picked the rose gold listing, but obviously this is not rose gold. So yeah, I still bought it anyway because it's still really nice. It matches my phone really well. But I'm taking this one off. Let me put the new one that I just got in today on. All right, so here's what the new one looks like. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And it's so soft. It's not as slippery as the one I just took off. Matches the aesthetic. Super nice, y'all. Like I said, I'll link it down below. I think it was $11 or $12, and it came in like, I don't know, 26 colors, 20 some odd colors, but this is the color that I picked. And I'll probably go back and pick, they had this one that was kind of like a jade green. I think I'll go back and get that one as well. But I wanted to try it out and see if I liked it first before I ordered a bunch of them. But now that I like it, there's a couple more that I want, starting with that jade green one that I saw. But yeah, this is the new case. And oh, I don't think I mentioned, it's a really good deal for $11 or $12 or $13, y'all, because it also comes with that tempered glass that you put on the front. I never use these though, so I'm just sticking it back in the box and putting it with the rest of these cases put away. But it comes with the screen protector and the little things that help you clean it and place it on there properly in the right place. But yeah, I don't ever use them, so I'm just gonna put it back in the box. And this is the box it came in, if that means anything to you. Okay, so here's what I mean when I say I kind of managed the wires. So I at least got them all off of that little table that was under there and got the little receiver and thing up on the shelf. But there's just not a whole lot that I can do because there's so many wires. So the plan is to just buy like a 5-foot faux tree to put right here and a stool or something. I think I've been saying that over and over, and y'all probably like, God dang, girl, just buy the stool, just buy the plant. But this was giving me anxiety, and this is as good as it gets. And putting a faux tree there, you know, one kind of like that one, putting something like that in front of here. But I think I'll buy something that's a little bit more leafy, you know, something with more things to kind of hide and mask these wires, but something like that right here. And I also had to turn the receivers sideways, which is still fine because there's so many wires coming out of the back that it was sticking out too far and I didn't want it to fall. And even though it's still kind of sticking out right here a little bit, it's still better. And you can still, you know, get some reception with the remote. The remote still works, so yeah, at least I got it done. I got past my anxiety with this and I just did it. It still gives me anxiety, but that's nothing a faux tree won't fix, you know? So here's the lamp. I'll show you a little video of, hold on, because my drink is kind of ruining the vibe, so hang on. All right, so here's the lamp. It's so stinking cute, y'all. I just love this little thing so much. I hate that it was $37, but it's still so very cute. So let me show you what it looks like turned on. I do have some footage that I took last night, like late in the evening with it on, but I'll show you that in a second. So you just turn the little knob. That is so cute, y'all. I decided that I didn't want a whole lot on this desk because it was gonna feel cluttered again. And I don't want it to feel cluttered again. I want it to look and feel completely different than it did before. So this is probably just about all I'm gonna put on here. Maybe a notepad, you know, the everyday notepad that I use when I'm jotting things down, or my gratitude journal or something like that. And the coaster that I showed y'all yesterday. I think I showed y'all this yesterday, but I actually made this coaster myself. And it just goes with the aesthetic, color-wise, it goes with the aesthetic in here. And I moved the pens over here. This is actually one of my journals that I took out because I'm gonna use this for work. And I still haven't finished covering my desktop yet, but when it's finally done, this is where it's gonna sit. So yeah, like I said, now that I actually have the lamp, I love it. And even though I love it, it's really small, but I can probably like stack it up on some like books or something, some of the books that I've read this year. Let me turn it back on so you can see it again. But what I have it on right now is just this piece that I got from Home Goods. It's like a slice of crystal. I've used this for decor in other parts of the house, but it's just sitting on that. But I could probably stack it on some books or something to kind of give it a little bit more height up off the desk. But it's exactly what I wanted. Something really low profile, doesn't get in the way, not obstructing a view. And I think it looks good. What I think I'll do is take one of the books from up there and put it over here, like probably take this book down and set the lamp on top of that, maybe. But either way, it goes really well in here. I still really like the lamp from West Elm a lot more, but West Elm takes too long with their shipping and delivery, and It's all frosted glass, so I'm scared that I'm gonna wait a month for it and then it's gonna arrive broken. So the next time I am in the location of a West Elm, I'll just buy it in person. But this is really cute for $37. The West Elm one is like $119, $138, something like that. I don't know. I'll pop it on the screen, or I'll link it below if you want to check it out. But I'm eventually gonna get the one from West Elm. I'm just gonna pick it up in person because I don't want it to arrive a month later and broken. Hold on, y'all, let me change the lights in here. Because this morning when I was in here, kind of playing with the nail polish. Hold on, I think the chair is in front of the sensor. There we go, that's better. This morning when I was in here playing around with the nail polish again, I was listening to Doechii, and these lights kind of jump with the music. They, you know, flicker back and forth, jump from color to color with the beat of the music, and it landed on blue. And that was kind of throwing me off, showing y'all what's going on in here. So yeah, I had to change it. Oh yeah, I love the lamp. Like I said, it came from the office supply section in Target. I forget the brand. What's the brand of this lamp? I don't remember the brand of the lamp. My mind wants to say Threshold, but it's not that. I think it's Project 62. Maybe it's Project 62, but it was $37. It's real, real cute. It's a soft, warm glow. If you're looking for a daylight light in this lamp, don't buy it because that's not it. This is a really soft, warm glow like an old school light bulb. You know what I mean? Also, yesterday when I was in Target, I bought this cup. Did I need this cup? No, but I bought it anyway. It's just the aesthetics for me. It's like a knockoff or a dupe of a Stanley cup. I almost bought a Stanley cup before we went to Mississippi, but I changed my mind. I saw a rose gold one, but something in me said, don't buy this cup. Even though this cup cost as much as a Stanley cup, it was just more of the aesthetics for me in this cup. It's all one solid color, you know, it's just nice and I like it a lot. And it's insulated. It's the same as every other cup, but it just doesn't say Stanley. And my last name is not Stanley. I don't know who Mr. Stanley is, but I make tumblers, I personalize cups. So if I want a name on this one, I'll just put my own name on it. But I really like this. It's a 30 ounce. It was $30. They had it in multiple like muted colors, but this one was the one for me. I'll link the cup down below as well if y'all want to check it out. Here's some of the other things I thought about decorating with, but I changed my mind. I had this and these pins out on my old desk setup, and that's probably what has deterred me from using it again. Even though this is still, you know, pretty neutral and good. I could probably put it over here or something like that just to have, and maybe turn the sticky notes to the side. I could probably put it like that and just leave it to the side like that. And then I did just buy this candle because I love the way it smells. I love cigars. That's probably a fun fact that most of y'all didn't know about me. I love cigars, and that's what prompted me to buy this candle when I smelled it. It just smells so nice. And I got it from Home Goods. There you go. If you wanted to find it for yourself, you can screenshot this. But yeah, I love this candle. I got this from Target as well. I've had this thing all year long, like since December or January. Just waiting on the day that I redid my office, right? But now that I've redone the office, I don't even know if I want to use this because the golds don't match. Let me show you. See? Just look right here. The gold on here doesn't match the gold on that book stand. Doesn't match the gold on the legs of my desk. I don't know, I'm probably just being way too picky. Originally, I had put it on this bookcase right in the center. Let me show you. See how I left that center spot open? Originally, I had that little calendar thing in there, but I felt like just because there's a spot doesn't mean you have to put a piece of decor in there, right? So I took it out. And I probably will leave that hole open all the time. But I don't know if I want to use it now. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can put it over here on this side. Like, maybe I could put it up against the side of my printer, like over there. I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. The plan was to like take these things off and like hit this gold with some rubbing buff, but that's just doing too much. So I may or may not use it. And then I've always displayed some of my prettier pens from Villa Beautiful out on my desk, but I don't think I'll do that this time. I think I'll store these away in the closet here. If not, then I'll put them down here. Once I get this situated down here, I'll probably put them down here. But I will at least show you a couple of my favorites. Is she even in here? I don't think my favorite is even in here. Nope, she's not even in here because she has broken twice. My favorite pen from Villa Beautiful is called Dusty Rose, and the color is a really soft pink, like darker than this, but lighter than this. So it's in between these two pinks, right? And then the stones in it are like clear, rose gold, a mauve, like a berry, raspberry color. Really, really beautiful, but it broke on me twice. She changed the way her pens are made, and the stones are just encased in there. But for whatever reason, on the old pens, the only part that came off was this top part right here. And the stones, when you went to change the ink, the stones would come out with it, because that just slides out. I'm not gonna take it out because Lord knows this pen might mess up too. My favorite one broke like that twice. I went to change the ink and the stones just fell out twice. Like, her customer service said, send me a picture of what happened to your pen and we'll replace it. So I emailed her pictures of my pen and they replaced it. Well, then the replacement that they sent me did the same thing. And then I went to order the pen again, but it got discontinued and they no longer make the Villa Beautiful pen in Dusty Rose. These are all just my favorites. I have some that are kind of stored away in the closet there. These are the ones that I just use most often. I normally try to make my pen of the week match my weekly spread in my planner, like the colors. See the colors in here? These are the colors that were in the Dusty Rose pen. It had rose gold hardware and it was that dusty rosy pink color, and the stones were all the same color as this. Oh my gosh, that pen just is so beautiful. But like I said, it's discontinued. They don't make it anymore. This is another one of my favorites. She puts out different pens all the time. The paint on them, the finish will be satin, it'll be glossy, it'll be matte. You know, they come in gunmetal hardware, rose gold, black. Like this one has black hardware. This one is all shiny gunmetal. This one is based off the character Katherine Johnson in Hidden Figures. Who played her? Taraji. So this is the Taraji P. Henson, Katherine Johnson Hidden Figures pen. So I knew that I had to order this one, honey. And I kind of use this one every morning when I'm writing in my notepad for the day, like jotting down grocery list or where I need to go, you know, errands for the day, that type of thing. I use this one. But they come in that shiny gunmetal. They come in matte gunmetal. Do I have a gold? Here's a gold. This one came from like a coffee related collection that she put out. And the colors were all named after coffee, like cappuccino, latte, so on and so forth. So I bought all of those. This is one of them. I think this is another one from that same collection. This one was Brown Girl related. I forget what it was. I'll have to look it up and just put it on the screen. But here's another one of my favorites. I like it because the rose gold is shiny and the paint on it is like a matte teal. But then this one is kind of a play off of that one with rose gold, and the teal is a little bit darker and it's a glossy finish. These pens are just gorgeous. I love them all. I think eventually I'm gonna take them out of this display and just store them in like a pen holder, a pen bag or something like that. But yeah, wait, I'm gonna put that one. Was this one in there? This one was in there. And this one was in there. Yeah, but this is some of my pretty pens. I think the other side even says my pretty pens. Yep. It's just really cute, y'all. I love planner stuff just as much as I love nail polish, so I have a lot of it. All right, y'all, let's move on. So while I'm sitting here, let me give you a quick, like, 1 week chair review. Has it been a week? It's been a week. And I really love this chair, but it is so freaking squeaky. Like, well, now that I'm sitting in it, it don't want to do all the squeaks. See? So I think I'm gonna hit it with some WD-40. Maybe that'll help. But I also got a stain on it. I don't know where the stain came from, but I put some Folex on it really quickly and used like a damp paper towel. It came right out. And then I remembered that I probably should have Scotch guarded this chair. So after the spot where the stain was dried, I sprayed it with some Scotch Guard. So maybe that'll help. But hear that? Let me turn the camera around. Like, she's still good. She's still cute or whatever. And I sit in her every single day. But, oh girl is squeaky. We're gonna have to grease her joints because that squeakiness gets on my nerves. Other than that, she is still beautiful. And the links that I put in the last video, I think the Amazon one says it's not available anymore. So if you're still looking for this chair or you're just now seeing this chair, check the Wayfair link. I'll put it in this description box as well so you can check it out. But all right, y'all, it's a little bit later in the evening and I'm getting ready to start dinner, but I got to get myself together because I started cleaning my patio today and I decided to bring all of my bottles in because for one, the temperatures have been like 105. And for two, they've been getting a little bit dustier than they normally would get. So I've decided to bring them all in. You can see back there that I've brought in all the pillows. I've started washing them. I've been like sweeping and dusting because while we were gone to Mississippi, it just accumulated a lot of dust and spider webs. So I've been cleaning out there and I decided to bring all of my bottles inside and get them all cleaned up and probably just store them in the house. I haven't figured out where that's gonna be because my bar cart is really small. But I say all that to say I have all my bottles in the way, but I'm also getting ready to start dinner. And you see what time it is? So I don't know what I want to do first. I know I don't want the dirty bottles in the way. So I think I'll just clean those up first. I have time because the hubs won't be back for, it'll be dark when he gets home. So I have time. And for dinner, I'm making something really simple so it won't take that long. So I have time to clean these up really quickly. And then I think I'll just store them on this console or maybe inside the console. There's not a whole lot of decor in there right now, which makes me happy. So I'm making like shift everything down and put a majority of the bottles in there. And then just kind of squish whatever's left on the bottom of the bar cart. So yeah, I'm just going to get these bottles cleaned up really quickly. I'll probably get rid of some of these bottles because some of them I've had for a while and they have very little in them. And yeah, some of them just need to go. But I'm just going to montage this video out. And yeah, I'll just montage this video out from here because I still need to fold my laundry. I wanted to paint my nails and it's like 6:40. So No sense in playing around. I know what I need to do. Today is Sunday. The work week starts tomorrow. So let me get myself together, y'all. Let me just pull it together and we'll figure out what we're going to do with all these bottles in the next video, because I've decided that I don't want them outside anymore, at least for right now. So we'll figure that out in the next vlog. I don't even know if the next video will be a vlog, because I have a couple of things that I want to do, that I want to share with y'all, that I want to show y'all. So we'll figure it out. But for now, let me get my life together. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
So tell me, is it love when you're provoking jealousy? Like you're always testing me. Tell me what that is, tell me what to fix. Cause baby, I do it, you do it, we do it all the time. Pushing the buttons until we both lose our mind. Why can't we let ourselves play it safe just for a while? Just for a while. Cause baby, I know it, you know it, we know it. Deep inside, we need help with these bad habits and foolish pride. We so in love, but babe, it's not enough to survive. Cause it's your